Welcome to Marshfield Now. I'm your host, David Ballerstein, Communications Specialist with the City of Marshfield. Today, we're going to tell you how you can get some free tickets for the Central Wisconsin State Fair here in Marshfield. And we're going to talk about a local event going on at the Chestnut Center that's this month, so stay tuned. Welcome back. Today I got Emily on the line with us on a Zoom call, and she's going to tell us how we can get some free tickets to the Marshfield State Fair. Welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Yes, let's get a little bit of a background first before we talking about the event that's coming up. Tell us what you do and how you're helping the community.
Well, as stated, I am Emily Cogdill. I'm an account representative with Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin. We host the blood drives in the community to make sure we are meeting the needs of our hospital partners. And next week we have 2 days of a pretty large blood drive in the Marshfield area, where if donors come and give blood, we are going to give them some tickets to the Central Wisconsin State Fair in return.
Okay, and with giving blood, it's a really critical item in the medical field. I mean, is supplies kind of low, or are they okay, or is it something that we always need to be giving all the time?
We do always need to be giving. Right now, though, we are in a national blood shortage. So we are the last several months, the blood supply has been critically low. So we always need donors to come out. The demand is always there, but especially during the summer months, higher temperatures mean higher needs. And with the national blood shortage on top of the summer months, we really need donors to present and give that gift of life.
Right. And with that, people that donate within the community, does it stay relatively close to our community, or is it kind of spread out a little bit?
Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin, we are the sole blood supplier to over 50 hospital systems in the state of Wisconsin, including Marshfield clinics. So we always look to meet that need of our local community hospitals first. And once those hospitals receive their blood supply, then we will look to expand that reach. But with the current blood supply, we are focused, and usually the blood is staying local right away.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's such a great way to get involved in the community, show that support, and also help others in needs, and also, get free tickets. But that's, besides the free tickets, it's always wonderful to give, and for those that really need that. So that event is coming up coming up week.
Tuesday and Wednesday. Yep, it is Tuesday and Wednesday, August 9th and 10th. It is at the Marshfield Public Library. On August 9th, we'll be at the library from 11 to 4, and on the 10th, we will be there from 12:30 to 5:30. And all blood types are needed. Regardless of your blood type, we need all bloods on the shelves right now. So we encourage donors to schedule appointments, but we will also take them if they can walk in and just give that very valuable donation.
Yeah, and for those that do want to donate blood, what do they need to? Do they have to, drink some special fluids? Are they too young or too old to give blood? What are some of the criteria? Because I'm kind of interested in too. Can a 10-year-old give blood? So, how does that process work?
You do need to be 16 years old to give blood. 16 and 17-year-olds can donate with a parental consent. After that, what we just require is donors to have some sort of ID on hand. The donation process does take about 45 minutes. It involves a quick medical interview where we just ask a series of questions. We do some standard health screenings for the donors to make sure that they are healthy enough to give and that their blood is healthy enough to be received. And after that initial couple steps, the actual donation time, I say, takes about 7 to 10 minutes. So, and in that short amount of time, you are saving 3 lives. because all blood products can be broken up into 3 separate blood products. So your one donation can go to 3 separate patients' need.
Well, I did not know that, and that's kind of cool there that one donation helps, 3 people on there. I did not know that, and I'm sure a lot of people out in the community didn't even know that either. It's like one person, 1 to 1, but now it's 1 to 3, so I think that's a really cool thing. So,
Yeah.
is there any other things coming up in the community that your organization's involved with? That's any other drives coming up after this one?
We are at a blood drive every day in the area. We do cover about 150-mile radius of Marshfield. So if we're not right in your community, it doesn't mean we're not out trying to collect blood somewhere else, trying to save lives. And I just always encourage donors to go to versity.org, and you can find a blood drive in your area.
All right. Well, I'd like to thank you so much for joining us here on Marshfield Now, a short little informational a piece here that we do weekly here, and to gauge the community and get information out. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes, thank you. And go donate at the Fair Ticket Blood Drive, Tuesday and Wednesday at the library.
All right. Sounds great. Welcome back. Today we got Dawn Olson on the line with us, coming all the way up from the northern tip of Wisconsin here today. Usually you got some artwork that you're showing here at the Chestnut Center here that's running from August 2nd to the 31st, but you'll be in person here for the reception. You want to welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, David.
Yes. Let's talk about the event that you have coming up here on the 13th here.
Okay. Well, that will be the opening reception where the artist myself will be present, and we'll have some wonderful hors d'oeuvres. But what I'm especially excited about is the music that we were able to coordinate.
Okay.
Miami will be bringing his ensemble and teaming up with some of his up north musicians. And so they're called the South Beach Up North Chamber Ensemble. And they will begin playing at 4, and for about an hour, they'll have some beautiful chamber music.
Sure. And with that, there you have artwork on display as well. You want to talk a little bit about the exhibit a little bit?
Sure. So I'm an artist and I paint, and many of my paintings have special meanings to me. For instance, an oil painting that I've done was where my sister Amber, who lives in Marshfield, and I ride horse. So that oil painting just brings back a lot of good memories of riding horse past the reflections of a pond. And then there's another one that I've painted in watercolor, which are the flowers of my garden. And I particularly get joy from seeing God's creation and painting from nature. And then there's just other paintings of places I've traveled.
Okay.
And my horse, Leroy.
As an artist, what style of your artistry? What style do you gravitate more to? Is it like more modern or more naturistic?
Okay. Well, my title of my show is Journey in Color. So I love to express myself and my emotions through color. So that might make me a little bit expressionistic, but I do pull much of my inspiration again from nature. And I paint in 3 different medias, so watercolor, acrylic, and oil. But I also do some fabric banners, which I will combine other elements, maybe leather or pieces of glass or stainless steel. So I like texture, And to get that texture, I incorporate some of the fun elements around me.
Okay, and I know you sent us a few of your artworks that you're currently working on now. Did you want to fill in us? I can put we'll put some of these some of your paintings up on the screen here. I know you told me yesterday that you're working on some new ones. Are those going to be on display when you come down on the 14th?
Yes, I'm hoping to finish the piece I'm currently working on with the big ocean wave as an inspiration from the South Beach, and then putting a cello in it. And I also was very fortunate to attend a wonderful concert that they had with the whole orchestra in Fish Bay.
Okay.
So I had a musician actually model for me and got the cello. And so I'm putting that piece with the wave, and it's a pretty experimental piece. I'm also using watercolor, and then watercolor colored pencils, and a type of watercolor, almost like pastel crayon in it too. So we hope that it'll turn out, and that I'll figure out how to frame and present it in time. And that one should be hosted in the auditorium where the chamber ensemble will perform.
Okay, yeah, we can't wait to look forward there to seeing that finished product or your finished artwork. I know some artists can do it in 2 days, and some take a couple of years, you know, depending on what it is. But we hope we can get to see it here on the 13th when you're down here. Talking about some of the artwork that is on display, is there any for? I know some galleries are, and some artists will sell at a gallery. Are you doing the same thing?
Yes, I currently have some artwork at the Riverfront Gallery in Stevens Point, and at the Central Wisconsin Cultural Center in Wisconsin Rapids, and also in Wausau at the Center for the Visual Arts. So I do try to keep current. It's a good challenge to
Right.
keep going. I've also exhibited in New Mexico and Vermont and other places around.
All right. Well, Dawn, I really like to thank you for joining us here on this short little segment here of Marshfield Now, and talking about the art, your art gallery that's on display there from. It's already going now until the 31st, and we look forward to seeing you in person on the 13th there. And I'm glad that you were
Yes.
able to be here in Marshfield here and put that on for the community.
Thank you. So the actual artist reception starts Saturday, August 13th at 2 o'clock and goes until 4:30 to overlap with the music, so people can enjoy that as well.
All right. Well, Dawn, thank you so much for joining us today. I know you're a busy lady, way up there, and trying to get your artwork done there. So thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right.
Have a good day.
You too.
Bye-bye.